this first clip, Tulsi said that, Trump said Tulsi's wrong. Let's see what he said she was wrong about.
Intelligence you have that Iran is building a nuclear weapon. Your intelligence community has said they have no evidence that they are at this point.
Well, then my intelligence community is wrong. Who in the intelligence community said that?
Your director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard.
She's wrong.
Kim, he said she's wrong. Mm-hmm. Is she out?
I think that he is. I saw online that there's a rumor that she needs to be out before the midterms. Tulsi Gabbard, if you're seeing this, you should come out swinging. You should go, take the whole system down with you. I don't know, leak something, burn the shit down to the ground, whatever it is you need to do. What a fall from grace. I was a big fan of her when she stepped down as DNC chair to endorse Bernie. And she was supportive of that lawsuit against the DNC and Debbie Wasserman Schultz when they literally rigged it against him, the primary against him in 2016. And thereafter, when she took down Kamala Harris in the 2020 presidential debate, she had a lot of potential. And then she doesn't know where she's not principled. She doesn't know what she stands on. And now we see that. I think it was Joe Kent was under her. He's the one who resigned and is blowing the whistle on the war in Iran. I don't know what side she's on. I don't know if she's in on the inside doing the Lord's work. Maybe she's meticulously leaking things that we need to know. Maybe she's preventing anything bad. I don't know, but it does sound like they do want her to go, because why I think they want her to go is because what's his name? Donald Trump.
Joe. They're one and the same now, right? Joe, him,
Trump. The same puppet, the same coins. So Donald Trump had tasked her to find some of the supposed election fraud and election loss, which is also tied to Nicolas Maduro. They're going to try, I think, to get him to admit to some type of interference in exchange for, I don't know, his life, I suppose. But I think that's why they want her out. The timing as to before the midterms, I don't understand. If somebody could explain that to me, but I would love to see her go down like Joe Kent.
The reason why the timing is with the midterms is a lot of Republicans feel like we did not drain the swamp. You did not wear the mass firings. And she, as the intelligence asset, was supposed to be digging up, to your point, and finding those things. And none of that has been done. So Trump can then say, we have this mole here. She's not really for us. We got her out. Now we're going to bring this new guy in. Come back, vote. And we promise you your vote will be for not. And we're going to drain the swamp with this new person.
Mm-hmm. Ah, okay. Well, yeah, that's interesting. One of the biggest criticisms against the war in Iran was her reporting that Iran was not building nuclear weapons last year in March, I believe is when it came out, and that Iran posed a no threat from the director of intelligence. So I can see why that maybe also might have something to do with it. Why are you making us look bad if why would you do that? But
that's half of it. The other half of it is I discovered tonight she's under investigation, guys. I didn't know this.
What?
Maybe Mia might have known. I'm gonna play it and then I'll see if anybody else has heard of it. Here we go.
Details for you about a whistleblower complaint containing allegations related to Tulsi Gabbard. A senior U.S. intelligence official and the whistleblower's attorney say the complaint contains highly classified details about an intercepted call between two foreign nationals. They were reportedly discussing a person close to President Trump. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand brings us more on this news item from the White House. Good morning, Natalie. What is the reaction to this complaint and how is Gabbard responding?
Yeah, good morning, Errol. DNI Gabbard is pushing back and denying any wrongdoing, but congressional Democrats are criticizing the months-long delay in getting or learning of this complaint and also questioning her ability to do the job. Now, the whistleblower complaint, which was filed back in May, alleges Gabbard restricted the information for political reasons, political purposes. We don't know many more details about the intercepted call itself because it is so highly classified. But analysts, according to an intelligence official, say they could not determine whether it was merely gossip or intentional misinformation. But the whistleblower's attorney alleges that Gabbard bypassed typical NSA distribution of this type of material and instead took the information to White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles. Now, top congressional leaders learned of the timing just this month, around 8 months later, and that has top Democrats on the Senate and House Intelligence Committees extremely concerned about that delay. Here's Senator Mark Warner speaking to Face the Nation.
I do not believe that Director Gabbard is competent for her position. I don't believe that she is making America safer by not following the rules and procedures on getting whistleblower complaints to the Congress in a timely fashion.
Now, Gabbard posted a lengthy statement on social media accusing Senator Warner of lying and spreading misinformation. She also said, well, she became aware of the complaint last year. She says the first time she actually saw it was 2 weeks ago when she had to review it to provide guidance on how it should be securely shared with Congress. CBS News has also reached out to the White House for an official statement on all of these new developments. We're waiting to hear back, Errol.
Quite remarkable. Natalie Brand with the latest on that. Natalie, thank you.
Okay, guys. So pretty much what I'm seeing here, like in my investigation, is that she found out in an NSA intercepted conversation between two foreign nationals that possibly linked to foreign intelligence agencies. I'm sure you can take a guess who Susie Wiles is connected to and what side. I don't know if you guys heard the news, but discussing a person close to President Trump. So instead of her reporting this the way she should have, she pulled Susie Wiles to the side and she says, Susie girl, I found this out. And that's not just how the way things are done. Gray, as somebody that served in the military, thank you for your service. What do you think about these side dealings and things? I mean, you brought up a good point, honey. They made sure they threw the book at you when you broke the rules. What do you think? What do you think about this?
No, I got off of it. I got an honorable discharge, just so everyone knows. Like, I wasn't kicked out; it was all honorable. But I'm not surprised, like you saying that it's backdoor deals with foreign intelligence officers and all these types of things. That's basically how the government works, and people also do that for personal gain. I know somebody personally who went to jail for some time, and they were selling like the supplies that come in like a whole Connex. They were selling that stuff. They had it like in his backyard. So I'm not surprised that you, like how you said, Susan Wiles worked for Netanyahu. A lot of people probably don't know as well. Josh Shapiro was actually a soldier in the IDF. So with these types of situations, do we really
not Josh Shapiro, Ben Shapiro, right?
Ben
or was
Shapiro
it Josh?
is the commentator. Josh Shapiro is the guy from Philadelphia.
Really? The governor of Pennsylvania?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can fact check me.
I know who. Okay, I'll look it up. Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. So I don't know if we can say necessarily, okay, this person is working with a foreign country just because of the dealings that they have. Because I forgot what the other guy name was who worked with Trump in the first administration that was talking to Russia. So in some ways, these people have to talk to these people. They have diplomacy, or what's it called, the diplomat pass or whatever.
You talk
diplomatic
about
immunity.
Yeah, diplomatic immunity. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
hold on. They're saying you're wrong. They say he was not an IDF soldier. What actually happened was he had a high school service project as a student. He would go volunteer. He volunteered in Israel.
Okay. Well, maybe that's what it was.
Okay, Mia, sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, it just seems very on par with the government. And to be honest, they have been saying she's a spy for a very long time. I mean, the first rumor we heard about her being a spy or having dealings with Russia was when she was running for president all those years ago. So these rumors have always kind of followed her. I will say, I don't believe them. I think she's a patriot. I don't think she is on the take from another country. I think those rumors were originally started by the Democratic Party because it coincides with the fact that she was leaving the DNC. She was leaving the Democratic Party. She was running for president at the time. So I think a lot of this is just rumors, but unfortunately, like once you have that stain, you have that stain. But I don't think it's substantiated.
Hillary said it in an interview, and honestly, Hillary, who concocted through the CIA and the FBI, the Steele dossier, she thinks she can just like say shit and make it true. And it was before she left the DNC. And the reason it wasn't that she was working with Russia is that she was working with Assad. Because when she was a senator when Obama was president, she met with Assad twice. It's called diplomacy, people. She met with him twice and she did talk to him, but it was under her capacity as a senator. And she went through like all the correct requirements to have those conversations of diplomacy, which is good. Diplomacy is good. It's good to talk to people. That's why even like when people got upset that Donald Trump spoke to Kim Jong-un, I thought that was good. We want diplomacy. And they did stain her. It was Hillary Clinton. And the reason why they didn't want her to move up or even run for president was because they were sour about her endorsing Bernie Sanders in the 2016 primary. It's really stupid and catty because she would have been a great asset. And the only reason she was turned off by the Democratic Party is because they were just so nasty and ugly to her. And they made up these lies and it was stupid. The Democrats, that's why I say they like to lose, because they don't know how to win. They could have used her to their advantage and instead they made everything worse. I do think that it was a big mistake on her to go full to the other side and go and work for Trump. That's a coward. That's why I say she's unprincipled. But who knows what she's really doing in her head? Who knows what her agenda is? I do agree with you. I think she is a patriot. She's not completely anti-war. I think she's just anti-boots on the ground. She like caveats drone strikes for some reason. And she mostly aligned with the Democrats. She voted like 90% in line with the Democratic Party.
She served in the military before,
yes.
So that she has a different. She's not just saying that, she has a unique perspective.
Yes. I believe she was in the medical field under the reserves, and I if I'm not mistaken, she still is under some capacity in the military in the reserves or something like that. But
she was a high-ranking officer at one point.
Yes.
So Kamal, I want to get you in here. Somebody apolitical. What's your thoughts? Do you think her leaving the Democrat Party to go to the Republican Party makes her a traitor or not worthy to, or do you think she's smart by working with both sides and ensuring she has a position? What do you think?
I'm gonna talk to my Black American people real quick. You see how they flip-flop and shit? They go from one party to the next to help out with their agenda. So we're going to do the same thing. No, I don't think she's a traitor because she went from the Democrats to the Republicans. Ain't that what you're supposed to do? Now, I want to ask y'all a question. Is Tulsi Gabbard a pot of honey or honey pot, or the hell you call it? Would she be considered?
No.
Would she be the honey potter? No, Kimberly, no.
No, but she's a beautiful older lady, though.
No, but you know who would be a honeypot? Sorry, I don't mean to start a rumor, but Gal Gadot. She would be a good honeypot.
Gal Gadot? That sounds like a bread.
She's the one that was in the Snow White movie. Come on, remember when we talked about it?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Not the Snow White, the witch.
Yeah, I know exactly what you talk about. Okay.
She actually did serve in the IDF. She is Israeli.
Okay. So we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna go to the last topic of the night. If you guys are watching, make sure you hit